What's going on, YouTube? In this vid, we're going over self-belief, and I'm going to give you a practical example of what it actually looks like to have self-belief, because you may have high levels of self-belief in certain areas of life, and it won't even feel like you do until you're around somebody that doesn't have high levels of self-belief. And then it makes you realize, like, whoa, like that person just doesn't believe in themselves. Therefore, you have high levels of self-belief. But it never really feels like you have high levels of self-belief when you just believe that you're doing something. Like when you're driving a car, I don't drive this car thinking, oh, I have high levels of self-belief, I can drive this car. I'm just driving the freaking car. Or it's like, I don't have high levels of self-belief, so I'm not going to drown when I jump in the water. I just jump in the water and swim. But people who don't have that belief, they're afraid. They're afraid to drive the car. They're afraid to jump in the water. And so, same goes with starting a business. And I truly do believe that most people who are motivated and who can commit to starting an online business can grow it and can be very successful with it. Most people, they absolutely can. They just need to be willing to make some sacrifices and be willing to focus on doing the work. If you can focus on doing the work and it's something that you love doing, yeah, you can succeed. Now, what's really interesting though is after having done now over 500 phone calls with different vegans around the world wanting to start their own or grow their own at-home vegan business, when I'm speaking with them on the phone, there's two types of vegans on these phone calls. There's the type who believe in themselves, and there's the type who don't believe in themselves. There's the type who believe it's possible to succeed with this business, and there's the type who don't believe it's possible to succeed with this business. They have a lot of self-doubt. And what's really interesting, like that part's not interesting. Of course, there's two types of people. But what's really interesting is that the people with high levels of self-belief, it has nothing to do with, and this is remarkable, it has nothing to do with how many followers they have, what prior experience they have, if they have anything to offer at all to begin with. It's just, they just grew up differently and they see the world differently than people who don't have the belief. Because I talk to certain people, I look at their Instagram, I'm like, wow, this person's already popping. All they have to do is like make a couple tweaks and they could absolutely blow up, be doing $10,000, $20,000 a month. I can see that. It's super obvious. And yet they don't have that self-belief. And there's nothing I can do. I can't really instill self-belief. It needs to come from within. But I just wanted to make this video to show how remarkable it is. Like there's some people out there who join our program and they don't have an Instagram, they don't have an offer, they don't have any prior experience, but they believe they can do it. And because they have that belief, I believe in them as well. And I make sure to ask them, like, hey, are you willing and able to put in like 2-3 hours a day to grow your business? They say, yeah. I'm like, okay. And you're willing to sell ebooks and courses, or ebooks, courses, or coaching programs? They say, yeah. I'm like, okay. And you're willing to like become semi-famous and get well known on Instagram and YouTube? And they say, yeah. So okay, you're able and you're willing to do this. And they say, for sure. I'm like, okay, but you have no experience, right? No, correct. All right, well, let's do it. Let's do it. And those people, they go on to shock me. They come in the program, they go through the checklist, they do everything they need to do. They grow their Instagram, they create their product, they start making sales. And it's just like, they're just doing the work. And the only reason they're doing the work is because they believe they can do it. They believe it works. They believe either in me, our process, and or in themselves. They just believe it's going to work, and so it does. But again, these people, they have nothing going for them other than that self-belief. Whereas the people who do have a lot going for them, they're got a fast-growing Instagram account, they're beautiful, they already have a product built or whatever, but they just don't feel like many people are going to want what they have to offer. They don't feel like they're unique, or they might feel like the vegan market is too saturated, or they might not feel like anyone's going to pay for their services. Like, they just don't have the freaking belief. And it's just crazy because it goes to show it doesn't matter what your results are in life. Self-belief is an internal thing. It's nothing based on external. It's internal. And so if you want to grow a vegan business or grow a business, period, but you don't have the belief you can do it, and you start pointing at reasons outside of yourself, stop pointing outside of yourself. It's nothing to do with outside, because there are some people out there who are super talented. They have everything going for them, but because they don't have the belief, they don't do anything. And yet there are other people who are in a lot worse situation than you are right now. They have the belief, they pull it together, they focus, they get it done, they get the mentorship, They just do what they're told, they do what they're supposed to do, and they get it done, they succeed. So it comes down to self-belief. That is the starting seed of it all. You got to have that belief that you can do it. Obviously, you have to have the desire. You have to want to do it. But if you want to do it and you don't believe you can, you won't. And again, it feels weird to talk about self-belief because you never know that you have it until you're around somebody, you're talking to somebody who doesn't have it. It's a really interesting phenomenon. And I just thought I'd share that with you here on this video here today. So how do you get some more self-belief? You might be wondering, that's the next question. How do you develop self-belief? That's a good question. That probably requires another video. There must be some techniques to build up that self-belief, but I really just feel like if you can see yourself, like if you want to do it, if you really want to do it, then you have to start drilling in your mind the image and vision and in your heart the feeling of you already doing it. Like you got to see yourself already doing it. You have to, like this situation right now, me in this car, like this was envisioned. This was not just, I didn't just wake up with a Tesla. I wanted this thing for so long. Like I would visualize hand on the wheel for so long. Every time I drove my crappy car, I pretend it was a Tesla wheel. Every time I sat in my crappy car and the old seats, I pretend they were white seats. Like this was envisioned, and that's just the Tesla. That's not the anything else in my life. Like that's just the Tesla. The business was another vision. My academy was another vision. I have future visions that I'm holding, and it's like and not just holding, but feeling. There's things in life I want to accomplish. I'm going to accomplish. I know I'm going to accomplish them because I'm feeling them. It's like when you gotta pee and you feel like you gotta pee, you know you're going to pee. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of like when's the best time and where's the best place to pee. But you know you're going to pee. You got to go. You feel it. So you got to feel your dreams and visions into reality. You really got to feel them as if you got to pee. You got to hold them, feel them. And then, boom. Next thing you know, things will align and you'll make it work. So that's it. Believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in a process. Believe in a process that other people are using, and start looking at the people who are succeeding with that process, and then realize that, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. That's how I started getting my self-belief. I saw other people crushing it, and I saw other people crushing it. I saw other people crushing it. I was like, well, they're doing it. I'm not an idiot. Maybe I am, but I can definitely figure it out. If they're doing it, I can figure it out. I'm just gonna, it's what I had to do. I was like, I just gotta sit down side by side with somebody, get them to open the laptop and tell me what to type and where to click. It's like, I know it's just a matter of where we click on our keyboard. If you think about it, all business success is you open up your laptop and it's like, what keys are you clicking on that keyboard, or what are you clicking, what website are you going to? That's all it is. That's all you can do on a laptop. You can click and you can type. So I just need to know what keys to type and what mouse clicks to click. And I'll be successful. I made it very elementary like that. So if someone can just teach me, show me the ropes. Since then, I've learned a lot more to it than just purely typing on the keyboard and clicking. Got to know what to click on, how to type. But I was like, if these guys can do it, man, I can do it. Plus, I really want to do it, and I really don't want to be working a damn 9 to 5. I really don't want a 9 to 5. I don't want to spend 5 days a week, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 hours a day, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the rest of my life, working on someone else's project. I want to work on my projects. I want to help people, man. I want to help people. So, this is what I'm doing. If you want some help getting started with your own vegan business, click the link in the description of this video, and you and I can hop on a call. If you want some more free training from me, tons of free training, all the free training you need to get your business up and started, and you want to do it on your own, go ahead, get the free training, link in description. Enjoy. Peace out, much love. Adios. Hold the vision.